the Earth is oval. It is spherical. But what if there was a completely flat area on the ground, such as the salt desert in Bolivia, for example? According to the fact that water tends to the closest point to the center of the ball, the center of this flat area will be. It is the closest point to the center of the ball. This means that if there is any water on a flat area, it will tend to its center. To imagine it well, like on an orange, cut a part of the orange so that it is completely flat. You will find that the closest point to the center of the orange is the center of the flat part. This means that any water on any flat part must collect in its center. Does this happen? Even in the salt desert, rainwater covers the entire area and does not collect in the center of the flat area. Damn gravity. Remember that the area of the salt desert in Bolivia is completely flat and is 10,582 square kilometers. Even without it, the center of any flat body must be a point of accumulation of water. With an orange, it is ridiculous. We will leave gravity then. It was said that I know the model Walter Bislan's. I was busy making a model for the movement of night and day, and I actually made a 3D model based on the maps of night and day available on the internet, because they are correct and cannot be manipulated relatively, because each person enters them and sees his place, if it is day or night. And indeed, I implemented the equinoxes with an identical model, and then my dear friend, Sister Lena Biss, sent me the complete. This is the dish used. The satellite wave is reflected on it and gathers on the LNB, as you can see in the picture. We must understand a very important piece of information, that the satellite rays are reflected, and not, as they say, that they are not reflected. And if they are not reflected, they cannot be received. Secondly, if there is a barrier in front of the dish, you cannot receive the wave because it is reflected on the barrier, and it will not reach the dish, the stratosphere layer above the Earth, by 50 kilometers. If there is a satellite at an altitude of 35,000 kilometers. This means that the wave reaches this layer and bounces back to the satellite. The wave will not reach the ground.